Hi and welcome to the woods. Today I'll talk a little bit about batoning, splitting firewood with your knife and how to do it in a way that saves the knife and splits the wood evenly and with, less beatings. I have with me here a piece of old oak. This is the core, like here. A big branch has fallen off many years ago. The outer layer is rotten, the inner layer is, you can hear here. It's still really tough. So this one is going to be hard. Here is a couple of old, half-rotten hazels, and it's much easier. But first off, you want to find a piece that doesn't have that many knots in it or branches. The grain grows around the branch. If you split through it, your knife is going to get stuck. And your knife isn't as big as an axe, so it doesn't split the wood that easy. So first off, you want a knife that can, take the beating. A piece of firewood, and here I have a piece of oak to baton on the knife. As I said, you want to find a line down the wood. You can see the wood curves a little bit here, so it's going to split that way too. You want to find a line in between all of these knots. I'll try to, go like this. Perhaps I can split this way. It is half rotten, so I think it's gonna work. Put the knife here in the middle so it breaks off even, and then give it a small pound. Don't just hammer it. Give it a small pound. You can see here start to split. Push the knife down here so it creates like a small wedge going a little bit diagonal. So it doesn't just go straight down, so it cuts a little bit and eases the eases the splitting. And nice and still. You don't need to use lots of power. And see here, it came off just as I wanted. When the wood is split, you can split it again, going down here, and you can actually keep doing this until you have small pieces for fire starters. See here, there's the knot, and what happened is it just broke off. The fibers go out there. You can also just turn it around, see if it goes better from the other side. Didn't, but now you have small pieces, to get the fire going. As I said, you don't need to put a lot of hammering in it. Let the knife do the work nice and still, so you also save the back of the knife and the edge. This will dull the knife a bit, and the harder the wood gets, the more dull the knife will get, but you can sharpen it. The hazel went, fairly easy. Let's see the oak here. There's a small line here, meaning that it's, starting to break off. So I'll start there. The wood is starting to break there, so why don't use that? You can hear this wood is, much tougher, and it's also tougher on the knife. But you see, I'm gonna follow that line down there. The bigger the knife you have, the bigger logs you can split. But this went okay as well. I'll do it on the other side here. Works perfect. For batoning, you want a full tang knife that is wide and sturdy. You don't want a small thin knife. It's gonna get stuck in the wood. And again, try to not make like this long pieces of firewood, or go for a tree stump this wide. Save the knife a bit. Try to split it evenly so there's, the same amount of wood on every side of the blade. If the wood is soft enough, you can, twist the knife and force the split open. It saves a bit of beating on your knife. Now we have firewood for a small fire, for a cup of coffee or whatever. And make sure that you choose a knife that's sturdy and can take the beating. A good wide blade, a full tang knife of course. And the bigger the knife, the bigger the logs you can take, but take care of your knife. You don't want to destroy it, batoning it. I've had this knife for 11 years, I think. And for me, this is kind of like a good outdoor knife. 4mm wide blade, a full tang, so it can take a beating. It's the PUMA elk hunter. Comes both with oak scales or with stag scales if you want. It has a leather sheath, classic. Fits very well, doesn't fall out. A personal favorite, and has been a personal favorite for many years. A really nice knife. So if you like these videos, subscribe to PUMA's YouTube channel or find them on Instagram or Facebook. Until next time, see you.